What's up, real MVPs? Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into a brand new video series. This is a video series that I've wanted to do for a while. I've workshopped a couple ideas with it. It's always been one of those videos where I've wanted to do it. I've overthought it in my head of what it should be. Should I do top 5 of the day? Should I do just my best one? It's a betting show. If you're unaware, you didn't read the title. It's a betting show, a betting video each and every day. But like I was saying, I've kind of been overthinking this a lot, workshopping it. Like I said, do I do top 5? Hey, here's my top 5 bets of the day. Do I do a best bets where it's like, hey, this is everything I like today and just throw it at the wall for you guys? And with everything going on with MVP, us moving away from the live shows, going more to pre-recorded content along with some special live content as well, I thought, I woke up today. Today is July 20th. Had to look at the date. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's see what it goes. And you know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But hey, we're along for the ride together. So what this is going to be is I went through kind of everything I would look at. As some of you know who follow me on Twitter, I'm now a betting man. Am I good at betting? Not really. I mean, I'm pretty average at it, but hey, I love doing it. But I just went through what my picks would be, and I'm going to give my thoughts to you guys. If you guys want to ride some, let's ride some together. Let's try to win some money together. Today, this video is going to be split up into 3 sections. Got baseball picks, got NBA picks, and then got some football picks for you guys at the end of the video. If you like what we're doing here, obviously make sure to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/MVPvids, or you can become a channel member today. Both are the same, and they both help us make newer and better videos for you guys. But without making this intro way too long, let's just get right into it. And the first ones I'm going to go through are my baseball picks for today. Another caveat I forgot to say is future videos, aka tomorrow and on. I will have graphics for to kind of show the picks so you guys can see them. But today I just wanted to get it out. I kind of wanted to have some training wheels, see how this goes, see if I even like it. So no graphics today, but I'll have graphics in the future. And the baseball picks, I have 4 that I really like, 3 that I'm on the fence on, 1 that I'm going to throw in that's if you like it. I don't really like it. I'm not going to use it, but hey, it's worth it if you're confident in it. The 4 that I really like today is number 1, you've got the Brewers going up against KC in Milwaukee. All of these, by the way, are going to be, for my baseball, are first 5, so first half bets. I don't like dealing with bullpens. I like dealing with starting pitchers. So, I mean, with the Brewers, I'm going Brewers money line first 5 or first half. Really because Mike Minor is not good at baseball. And that's not a slight at Mike Minor. It's just he gives up a lot of runs. This Brewers team is good. They're playing at home. So, like, for me, I saw Mike Minor and what he's done his last few games. And I'm like, oh, it's easy. Go with the Brewers money line first 5. We'll see if they bite us in the butt or not. After that, going with the Rangers against the Tigers. And this one, you got the pitching matchup today of Dane Dunny versus Tariq Skubal. I hope I'm saying names right, by the way. Skubal is obviously good at pitching. He had, playing MLB, had a special Tops Now card for one of the things he did a couple weeks ago. So obviously he's good at baseball, but this is one Rangers plus a half. So plus half a run, first 5. This is me just banking on Dane Dunny. He pitched very well against the Tigers in his last outing, I want to say. I want to say it was his last outing, but pitched well against the Tigers the last time he pitched against them. Yeah, his last outing, he only gave up a run in 5 innings. So this is me banking on at minus 142 that the Rangers can at least end tied after the first 5. So that's why I'm putting Rangers plus a half at minus 142 on the list. The next one I almost didn't put on there because this team has screwed me the last couple of days, especially in this series that they're playing right now. But you got Reds money line first half or first 5, minus 150 at the moment. This one is just because, Wade Miley's a good pitcher. Robert Stock has not been, hasn't had that many appearances as a starter. I want to say that most of his outings have been 1 or 2 innings. Going to check on my tablet really quick. Okay, he's not the one I was looking for there. He's had 2 outings, both of them 4 innings. Gave up 2 runs to the Brewers. Then he gave up, obviously, he was not on the Mets at this time. Gave up 5 runs against the Mets in a previous appearance. I'm just going with Wade Miley here, hoping that the Reds can get it on track and not screw me over. Like I said, they bit me in the butt the last 2 games in this series. I'm hoping that they don't bite my butt this time, that they win the first 5 going money line first half for the Reds. Then the last one that I'm super, it's in my most confident, but out of the 4, I'm the least confident in it. I'm still going to put it probably in my major parlay for today. But that is, I'm going Rockies first 5, just straight money line, minus 196. Now, this is mainly because, Marquez has pitched well. He's obviously the ace of the Rockies. The only reason why I'm not super confident in it is the Mariners are good with the bats, and they're playing in Colorado. So if Marquez misses one location, boom, that could be a home run. There's a reason why the over-under for the entire game is at 11 for this one. But I will probably ride Rockies money line first 5 just because the pitching matchup goes in their hand. Their ace is on the mound. They're at home. They should be able to score some runs. The other 3, though, that I think deserve a look and that I'm pretty confident in, but they're not like the major 4, are White Sox against the Twins. They got Keuchel on the mound. Keuchel hasn't been the best, but, the White Sox are the better team. Money line first 5, confidence in that minus 138. Then the other 2 are okay, I can see them happening, but it all depends on how you feel. The first one is the first game of the day today. Angels plus half a run, so 0.5 plus 0.5 first half against the A's. This is one where it was solely on the fact that they have, and I'm going to screw this name up, James Caprillion pitching for the Oakland Athletics. And the last time he pitched against the A's, gave up a couple runs. This is one that I looked at and I said, hey, at minus 110, might as well take a swing on the A's to at least bet on this, hope they finish tied. You don't even need them to win. You just need them to finish tied after the bottom of the 5th. So I think there's good value on that. And then the last one is the Indians today going up against the Astros. And I know most people are going to say, Ricky, you're going with the Indians first 5? Going with Indians plus half a run first 5 against the Astros. And the reason why is you got Tristan McKenzie on the mound today. He's pitched really well in his lone outing since the All-Star break. He also has not been a bad pitcher all year. I feel like there's a good chance the Indians, because of their pitching today, could end up tied after the first 5, and plus 108, that is great value on this. The other one that I'm not including, don't take this as one of my picks today. I'm just throwing it out there to where if you are bold, this could be a bold plus value pick for you. I got to see what the value was on it. Actually, pardon me, was not plus value. But it was one that where I kind of went like this if I wanted to include it in my major ones, my 7 that I had. But I'm just throwing it out there in case you want one. If you like the Nationals today against the Marlins, I want to say they are playing. Let me double check. Yeah, against the Marlins. Nationals plus half a run in the first 5. Not a bad value. I think it was minus 154 when I checked it out. I am not using that one today, but I wanted to throw it out in case some of you out there are like, yeah, I'll ride that. I like the Nationals. They kicked the shit out of the Marlins yesterday. The only reason I'm not using it is because Trevor Rogers is on the mound for the Marlins, and that's just one that I was just not confident hammering down in this one. So for the baseball, just to recap before we move on, got Brewers money line first 5, Rangers plus half a run first 5, Reds money line first 5, Rockies money line first 5. Then White Sox money line, Angels plus a half a run, Indians plus half a run, all obviously first five, as I said. And now let's take kind of a little segue over to the NBA, and we got NBA Finals action tonight. Game 6 going on in Milwaukee, the Deer District, although I hate the name, and I'll be honest, Milwaukee fans, I kind of hate the Deer District because it reminds me of the Raptors and what they did, and I'm not really I'm not high on the Raptors, and plus, being a Chicago Bulls fan, I kind of don't like the Milwaukee Bucks, but hey, putting all that aside, we got Game 6 action tonight. The Suns and the Bucks in Milwaukee. Will the series end today? And a lot of you bettors out there are going, Ricky, I don't care what your heart says. What does your brain say? Because when you're dealing with money, you got to be dealing with this and not with this. And I'll be honest, I don't know how tonight's going to go. However, I did want something for the NBA. Like, obviously, there's a player parlay I'm going to give to you guys. That's the last one I'm going to give out that I really like. I got a 4-leg parlay that I'm going to go with. But I have a little parlay for if you think the Suns are going to do well today. I've got also a parlay if you think the Bucks are going to do well tonight. And for me, it's either a 2-legger or a 3-legger. If you think the Suns are going to come out and win the game, I think there's value on Suns money line. Last time I checked, it was around like plus 160. And then also the over in the game is plus 222 as I am recording this video. Part of me doesn't like that over. However, if you go to the alternative spreads, you'll be able to possibly find, you had over at 218.5. That gave you, I want to say, I'm doing this off my head, and remember, it's around like a minus 158. So it was a little bit of a lower value from that 222. But if you think the Suns are going to win tonight, I like a 2-leg parlay of over 218.5 and Suns money line. That's going to give you a parlay of around, I think it's plus 303, which means you're going to get $3.03 for every dollar that you put on it. So, I mean, simple math. If you put $10 on it, that's $30. But let's say you're bold and you're like, okay, I can deal with about $25 on it. That's a $75 payout plus the 25. You'd be getting back about 95 is your total payout from that. If you like the Suns, that's the way to go. Go the over 218.5. You might be able to bounce it down to about 216, 215 you can get away with and still get good money. And just go Suns money line if you think they're going to win. However, if you think the Bucks are going to win, there's a 3-leg parlay that I really like. Obviously, still putting the over of 218.5 on there. However, if you like the Bucks tonight, I think if they win, they're going to win by at least 6 or more. You can get Bucks minus 5.5 for some good odds. I think it was just at the plus. It was either just at the plus or just under plus money. So you can get good money from Bucks minus 5.5. Plus, I think if the Bucks win, the Suns are going to go under their projected over-under of 108.5. So if you like the Bucks tonight, I got the 3-leg parlay of the over of 218.5, Bucks minus 5.5, and then also Suns under total points of 108.5. And that'll give you about 484 plus money on that parlay. That's going to be a good little one. Even if you put $10 on it, boom, you're getting $40 plus your 10. That's a $50 payout when that one hits. Also, if you're on FanDuel, not sponsored by the way, but FanDuel would love to get a sponsorship because that's a site that I use. But hey, if you're on FanDuel, they also have I think it's a Charles Barkley Super Boost today. If you like the Suns, it wouldn't be who of you, or it would be who of you. Would it be who of you, not who of you? Basically, you want to go ahead and sprinkle some money on the Charles Barkley Super Boost if you think the Suns are going to win. Right now, that is Suns to win by 1 to 10 points. So, I mean, I don't think there's a chance that the Suns blow them out and win by like 18. I like that. So if you think the Suns are going to win, maybe sprinkle about $5 on it. Maybe 10 if you're feeling a little little like, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and put some big money on it because like there's a chance they win by more than 10. But I think if the Suns win, it's going to be within that 10-point margin. Then we get to, so I gave you, hey, if you like the Suns, you can look at this. Hey, if you like the Bucks, you can look at that. Let's get into what I like. And with me, it's all about player props. And the first one I didn't put in my parlay, but if you want to sprinkle some money on this alone, I think at plus 108, let me double check if I have this down. I'm sorry, plus 184. I think Devin Booker, 35 plus points, is worth a sprinkle on that alone. Reason why, if he goes over 35, there's a higher chance I think that the Suns lose. I think if he's under that 35 mark, Suns are going to win because they're going back to what they were doing more in game 1 and game 2. So if you're on the Buck side, maybe sprinkle a little money on Devin Booker 35 plus because that's going to help you. But I'm not confident enough to include that in my parlay. My parlay is a 4-leg parlay because I think the Suns are going to come out stronger. I think Chris Paul is going to have a bounce-back game. He knows that his season, his finals chances are on the line, lose, and he might never get back to this point again. So I'm going CP3 over 21.5 points. I'm also going Jay Crowder over 2.5 threes. He has been one of the most consistent three-point shooters in this series, averaging, I think there was one game where he went under 3. So, hey, in game 6, we're going to ride it. We're going to go Jay Crowder over 2.5 threes. We're also going to do that for Chris Middleton. Playing at home. He's been shooting well of late. We're going to ride the Middleton over 2.5 on his three-pointers. And then this is where we get a little dicey because I'm throwing in Drew Holiday over 8.5 assists. Now, this is the one that I will say right now, that if you ride these 4 exactly, Drew Holiday might be the one to break this parlay. I will say it right now. I know going into it that that is how this is going to work. However, he's either finished with 7, 9. There was one where he had well over 9. But I feel like, hey, in this one, if the Bucks play well, Drew Holiday is going to be assisting the ball. I'm going to ride with him to get at least 9 or more assists. Now, if you're not that ballsy, the first 3, I'm well confident in. That Drew Holiday one is really what bumps it up. If you go with all 4, it's a value of 10.98 in the plus money category. That is a good value. Even if you put $5 on that, boom, you're getting a $50 payout if that thing hits. So that is the main one that I'm riding today. That's my bread and butter. CP3 over on points, 21.5. Crowder and Chris Mid over on threes, both of them 2.5. And then Drew Holiday over on assists, over 8.5 in the assist department. 10.98 is the value on it. So yet again, those are my 3 parlays. Again, this is the one where I would have kind of liked graphics, but hey, we'll have that one in the future for you guys. And then lastly, let's move over into some football picks. And I will say, here's the thing, here's the caveat. This is me diving into football picks because, as you know, been betting some soccer, I will say. All my soccer picks in the past have come from the great Bubba Gumbino on Hamadana, the Pat McAfee Network. So go ahead, check him out for during the football season. He's always hitting bangers. However, this is me to where it's like, okay, today I saw some things. I want to dip my foot into the football picks. I will say this. This is a caveat. This is probably where most of you are like, okay, check out end of the video. For me, I have just gotten into football this past season, so I am relatively new to the whole football world. So take that with a grain of salt. I don't want someone coming after me, hey, your football picks suck. Yeah, I'm just diving into it. If you don't want to take my football picks, don't take my football picks. However, I'm going to give them to you today because you know what? I want to see how good I can get and how much better, if that's English, how much better I can get. We got some Gold Cup action for the last parlay, and this one is just a simple 3-legger. Number 1, Costa Rica, Jamaica. This game, I didn't really know which way I wanted to go with it. I don't know who exactly wins this game. Also, I don't know. There's a part of me that wanted to go over 3.5 because both teams have been scoring a butt ton in the Gold Cup so far. However, I settled on some good value. I think it was like minus 108 for both teams to score. I ain't both get a goal in this game. So boom, Costa Rica, Jamaica, both to get a goal in their game, leg number 1. Leg 2, you got the Suriname game versus Guadalupe. This one I think is going to be, pardon me, got a frog in my throat, a low scoring game, under 2.5 from that one. So you got Costa Rica, Jamaica, both to score. Suriname and Guadalupe under the 2.5 goals total. And then Honduras and Qatar, I think that is on the other side. That's an over 2.5. So 3-leg parlay, Costa Rica, Jamaica, both score. Suriname, Guadalupe, under 2.5. Honduras, Qatar, over 2.5. That's a 3-leg parlay that's going to give you $769 in the plus value. I think that's a good parlay to throw some money on. If you throw $5 on it, that'd be about around like $45 plus, maybe 46 parlay plus the 5 you're getting back. You're getting $50 plus if that one hits. So little dive into the football world, but these are ones that I like, both Champions League qualifiers and Gold Cup action today. And that's going to do it for this video. Again, I hope this goes well. I hope this is a thing we can keep going with, and it does not end. This is me just saying, fuck it, we're going to do it, and I'm not going to overthink the betting videos anymore. As always, I forgot to say for the baseball ones, I will say here, there were a couple games that did not have odds out. Follow me on Twitter, at Ricky Widmer. I'm always tweeting out stuff. I will tweet out if I like any of the ones for the games that were not listed, or if I basically find any ones that are like, ooh, I like this, I'm going to go ahead and tweet those out. So follow me on Twitter, at Ricky Widmer, for that. You can also follow me at Ricky Widmer for my picks. In case you miss a video, I will be tweeting out some picks each and every day as well, kind of to have the supplemental out there, at least the ones that I really like. I want to thank you guys for checking out the video today. Remember, if you want to support us, make sure to check out patreon.com/MVPvids or become a channel member today. It would really help us out. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for everything, and as always, have a good day, everybody.